Kate Winslet, 47, has been involved in a long-standing argument involving her 1997 hit Titanic about whether there was enough room for herself and her co-star on a floating door. The Hollywood actress has spoken out against the borderline abusive critics who called her fat because of the fictional story ending with Leonardo DiCaprio's character's death. Kate starred as Rose in the romantic tragedy alongside Leonardo as the heartthrob Jack. Near the end of the film, when the Titanic sinks, Jack and Rose fight for their lives, with Jack deciding to stay in the water while Rose floats on a door. For years Kate has been the center of a debate that there was enough room on the door for the two, which may have saved the main character's life. Only Rose used the makeshift raft, with Jack dying of hypothermia, with Rose claiming her weight was to blame for there not being enough room on the door. Kate broke her silence on the claims as she said on the Happy Sad Confused podcast, "Apparently I was too fat. Why were they so mean to me? They were so mean. I wasn't even FG fat. I would have said to journalists, I would have responded, I would have said, don't you dare treat me like this. I'm a young woman, my body is changing, I'm figuring it out, I'm deeply insecure, I'm terrified, don't make this any harder than it already is." That's bullying, you know, and actually borderline abusive, I would say. The director of the classic film, James Cameron, even recently conducted a scientific study to prove that both Jack and Rose could not have survived by floating on the makeshift raft together. The study will air in February, tied to a new 4K release of Titanic in theaters. It, unfortunately, is not the first time Kate has had to defend herself against body shamers during her decades-long career. He said to the Toronto Sun, "We have done a scientific study to put this whole thing to rest and drive a stake through its heart once and for all. We have since done a thorough forensic analysis with a hypothermia expert who reproduced the raft from the movie, and we're going to do a little special on it that comes out in February." The Oscar-winning actress said in an interview with the Sunday Times earlier this year that she was once told to settle for fat girl parts when she was a young performer in her childhood. Later on, even when she was securing roles in films, her agent often asked, "How's her weight?" Kate admitted, "It can be extremely negative. People are subject to scrutiny that is more than a young, vulnerable person can cope with. But in the film industry, it is really changing. When I was younger, my agent would get calls saying, 'How's her weight?' I kid you not. So it's heartwarming that this has started to change."